Hey, it's that time of the year again where I'll be sharing tech that I'll be learning in 2025 or skills and technologies that I'll be focusing on in 2025. This has been like a yearly tradition that I do. It helps me kind of create a roadmap and also share it with you what all things you're gonna see on this channel, because what I'm learning is kind of impacts the content that I create for the given year. Here is what I'm gonna learn. Last year I decided to also do like a recap, so let's do that for 2024. Now that looking back and reflecting on what I had planned for 2024 and how it went out and how it really went, you can see a few of the things that I had on my list was K8s, so I can kind of track that out. So I focused a lot on specifically learning Kubernetes, and also how you can leverage managed services like EKS, which is AWS's managed Kubernetes service, and then also AKS. So I built some projects around it. If you're interested, there's a whole series that I did, and it is one of the capstone projects of phase 4 of Learn to Cloud. I did the entire series on my YouTube. It was very well received, so thank you. I can strike that off because I did spend quite good amount of hours, learning and upskilling with Kubernetes. LLM and AI, again, a lot of my projects or side projects involved some kind of AI API, and you saw that also with my talks at different conferences. So I did spend a good amount of time, whether it's implementing proof of concepts for Twilio with communications, or as I said, my talks themselves. Next.js was for the web dev. Again, I would consider this done because I built one particular project which I'm really proud of, and that is the Screen Time Insights. So it basically does some basic calculation. I'll probably post the screenshot somewhere, but I'll probably have the screenshot pulled up. But basically you add in how many hours your phone says that you spend on a screen, and it kind of visualizes how much rest of your life is gonna be spent on your phone screen. A little tool that kind of creates this awareness around like, okay, we need to spend less time on screens. Azure AI services. So a lot of my projects with AI involve some kind of Azure AI service, whether it's computer vision or if it's any of the LLMs from OpenAI. I try to use, Azure OpenAI. Now, when it comes to AWS security and GenAI, I think GenAI I can take it off, but the AWS security, I still need to spend more time. I just touched few bits. I don't think I'll consider this as like strike down because I didn't spend as much time as I planned learning about security within AWS. And then also dev containers on all projects. This I also kind of didn't accomplish because I still have repos that don't support dev containers, so this will be kind of a task now for 2025. But looking at certs, so this is also where I didn't do really good. The reason why I say that, I was only able to get the Azure AI 102 certification from the ones that I planned when I created the video in 2023. So what I had planned was KCNA, it'll be a security specialty, and Azure AI 102 along with GCP Professional Cloud DevOps Engineer. KCNA directly tied to my Kubernetes learnings, but I didn't sit my KCN exam. I still have the voucher, so I'll sit it in 2025. Same thing for AWS Security Specialty. I don't think I'm ready to take the exam, hence I haven't decided to sit the exam yet. Azure AI 102 is one of the exams that I did do. And then GCP Professional Cloud DevOps is like, I didn't touch anything when it comes to this certification. Like, I did spend time spinning up different projects in GCP because this was also the year where I became a GDE, so I do have this as an action item for next year, I guess, now. But there were some certifications that I did sit which were not part of the 2024 like planning when I made last year's version of this video. So those certifications was, first one was the GitHub Foundations, which I took on 15th of Jan. Then I did the Terraform recertification. So I already had the Terraform certification, but it expired, and there were a lot of new concepts that I've changed, so I did recertify on 15th of May. and then also the GitHub Actions, which was the most recent one, I guess. That is kind of the recap of 2024 and how like my learnings have been. It's December 15th, so we are only 15 days left into this year. Not so bad, I would say. There are a few things that I couldn't check off, but a lesson for next year, I guess. The few accomplishments that I'm really proud of is becoming a GitHub star. So 2024, I became a GitHub star. The other one is being a Google Developer Expert and also a Docker captain. So I'm really proud of those things, and it can kind of show you like the learnings, how I had them planned. There was like some kind of output that came out of it. So I'm really happy with the outcome. We're all about the continuous growth mindset here. So let's move on to 2025, and this is what I have planned. The trend keeps going on because there is so much that is changing and updating within the LLM and AI space. So of course it's gonna be on my list. The next thing that I'm really interested about is AI infrastructure, so how cloud will play or is also still playing a major role in companies hosting their own AI applications or large language model powered applications. So I'll be focusing a lot more on like containers optimized for AI applications or workloads. So that is where I'm going to spend my time learning about how we can leverage resources within AWS, Azure, and GCP specific with the AI workloads. Third one being cloud security and also security in AI. So this kind of, as I said, like AWS and security within AWS is one of the major topics that I'm really interested in, and also how security will be done or is done within the AI and large language model space. A bit smaller list compared to last year, but as I've told you, I've learned the lessons. Also, we are working on the V2 of Learn to Cloud. So a lot of these learnings will be implemented in Learn to Cloud. That is how I did with 2024 too. Like if I can't find a project, practice my skills hands-on, a lot of it goes to Learn to Cloud. And that will be kind of the trend that you'll see in 2025. So look out for V2 updates. But what I'm saying is Learn to Cloud also takes time from my schedule and also Gwen's schedule, so that is something that I want to be mindful of. Hence you see a smaller list than last year. In terms of certifications that I'll be taking, so again, first on the list is gonna be AWS Security Specialty, because I had this one for last year. I want to make sure this is the first one that I take in 2025. Hopefully. The second one being the Certified AI Practitioner. I'm really interested in this one just from the aspect of I want to see what is on the exam and how AWS is focusing, bringing in AI skills into their cloud and their entire kind of certification curriculum. I'm pretty familiar with Azure side because I said the Azure AI 102. Third one, again, KCNA, which is kind of left again from the last year. I definitely want to just sit down and give this exam, even though I have good amount of experience now working with Kubernetes. And then fourth one being again from previous year, which is the GCP Professional Cloud DevOps Engineer. This is just it's close to my heart because I love doing DevOps things. So I do want to have all three DevOps professional certifications within all three cloud providers. So this is the last one that will be left. I already have the AWS DevOps Pro and the Azure AZ400, the DevOps Engineer Expert, I think it's called. The only new addition, I guess, is the Certified AI Practitioner. Other three certifications are kind of brought from the 2024 list I had. That is kind of the things that I have in my mind on how I want to spend my 2025 when it comes to upskilling and learning new things. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what are you planning to learn in 2025? I just want to wish everyone a happy new year, and hopefully you can kind of disconnect from tech with the holidays coming and then start the next year very strong. But yeah, comment down what are you going to be learning in 2025, and I wish you luck. Peace.